Good evening. Has anybody ever tried this? I really like anise in my food. So I went out and I bought this bottle and I put a little bit in, I made some fish and I put it in my fish and let it flambe in the fish. I want to celebrate for myself. Getting down to the last 3 videos of 6,000 videos. My hand's white on both sides, not the rest of my body. Hey, look, I'm getting white spots. I must be turning into ash, from the light. I like to have a little bit of entertainment, and what I like is that I came up with 3 beautiful things this week that I really, really loved, and one of them, was about not how we farrow the land in the big cities, right? Not about the Berlin Wall or breaking and entering Resident Angel Heaven, Bear Jack. You might not be following. Or my little men that I made dresses and shirts out this week. But what I really like is 2 things that I haven't come to do yet. And it's about these words on this page. And about the words on this page over here. Israel, Egypt, Turkey, Rapture, Chrome, Creation Heaven of Rome, the gold, the cycle of the moon, how silver and gold and bronze and all of these come together from the last 2 pages. And what I just discovered now, so this is, can you call this a vlog, a video log? Because you know what? I used to like to watch Star Trek. And I'm a little bit shy on camera. Like if I knew this was live, I probably couldn't do it. And I have to do all this, what I do, because so when I remember when I did it, I remember what happened. I just can't seem to remember everything. So, purple, yellow. I just saw students graduating in purple and yellow. Purple connects the sky. And what is it? Yellow belly. What is the yellow belly? Our fat is yellow. Okay, purple and yellow is what they had, and that's in LA. They had that purple yellow together. But it's a respect to, instead of being judged in purple and yellow in graduation, how about black and white? So I brought them together and they show these certain numbers. Okay, now in black and white it equals to a total of 94. 6, 7, 8, 94. That is the number to Uranus. But in actuality, it's 85, and that's the numeric value for silver and your DNA. Altered, divided, 4, 1 between 4. 1 is a connector. I have 1 connectors between 6 and 6. 6 is the 15th letter. 1 through 5. Connecting 2 sides. Now if this was a T zone, right, and it comes in through here and it splits between these 2 sides. I come out here only showing you a vision. I can't tell you if the world's flat. I can't tell you if the world's round, but I can tell you the realities of what a thought is all about. So in the continuous of these numeric values, purple is 88, yellow is 92, black is 29, and white is 65, 11, 11, 11. But so what? We have 88, which is 7, 11, 11, 2, 7, 2. That is the movement of the clock. That is an expression of Earth because brown comes up, and that's 72. 5 times 72, which is the halfway zone. 360 because 720 is half the day. So 72 would only be part of a quarter of a certain area. Remember, if I have 4 circles, the inside of every circle, not the outside of every circle, is this circle of the 360 of the inside is not the same as what it is on the outside. And to get to the center of each area space in the circle tells me I need 3. The outside, the inside center of each circle, and then the inside side of the circle when the circles come together. Spaceship, linear Earth, moon on top, oceans supporting. We have 171, the spirit gap balance, the bell curve. 8 and 7, 15 equals 66. That is your gateway in gematria, 66. Here we have the total of 8 and 5. That is the silver. Now, is that the movement? I'm asking myself. When I looked at the hat, okay, it reminded me of the hat of Vincent Price's hair or something, but it also looks like a leaf. This is the graduate's hat that's square on top, but if you look what it looks like, right, it looks like 4 quarters, right? It's cut out as quarter moons, and then you're left with the leaf that would be the rest of the shape of the hat. Now, what I'm really excited about is this numeric value. Multiplying everything by 1, by 2, and by 3. 4 will bring you all the way around, but we need not, because 1 plus the third value will equal to your total value. The center value, 1, 2, 3, and 4, the value added on the outside, will give you your all the way around value, right? It takes 3 to do 360. It only takes 3. If I'm facing you and I make 3 movements, if I'm facing you and I make 3 movements of 90 degrees, 1, 2, 3 movements, I have done all the moves I need to do. So by making that 3 movements, and then 1 movement, and then 2 movements, and then 3 movements, that's twice, and then 1 movement, and 2 movements, and 3 movements, that's 3, and then 1 movement, and 2 movements, and 3 movements, that's 4. Voila, we have a leap year. Add the extra day. The other thing I just wanted to talk about was this mathematical situation, which is A times 3 will equal to 3 times 2. There's a number that's wrong here. Let me take a correction. I don't know why it doesn't say 6. Okay, if this doesn't say 6, this should say, what should this be? 4 and 6. Give me 1 second. Okay, I made the correction. This would be 2 and 6. This number over here, 2 and 6, are the, remember, on the piano, what I do is it's games people play. So every game you're going to play, you're going to have something that shows up that's going to give a value of either in words or in numbers. Right now I'm working in numbers to words because the 2 key and the 6 key in piano do not have a black key. Remember that, it's the only one. So if you want to talk the beginning and the end, let's talk about 2 and 6. I multiply everything by 2 and everything by 3. So when we get that, in order to do the first numeric, okay, here's your A times 2, okay, times 3 only brings me to 6. Only when I go to 4 do we come around again. 3 times 4 equals 12. That's when we come around again. Then only 2 and 3 are the only ones that cannot be multiplied. And one of the reasons I do that is because when I come to weights and measures and mathematics, 2 to the power of 3 equals to 8, showing me that 2 times 3 equals 6, and I cannot go any higher with this number. 3 to the power of 2, reversing it, locking them together, brings me 3 to 3 equals to 9. So when I reverse the powers of these, I end up with 89. So now I'm just going to do the multiplication. Remember, multiplication and addition, put them together, it creates the star key. I do want to change this video up for 2 seconds because I love to remind myself what I saw yesterday in a video. And it was a Bugs Bunny show, and it said stop on a stop sign like this. And we all know that's the cap of the Jack and the King. We also know it's a boat. We also know it's the center of the mug and dove and the 6-point star, 2 and 2. Here's the one part, and here's 2 parts. Parts and pieces of other sides. So now let's go down to, if we went into the 10 world, I want to take this into the next video. I mean, I'm really not even happy with this video, right? Because I have so much to talk about this thing over here, right? So what happens is, the reason I did it this way is because I noticed when I started doing it according to the French language, they always say 10-7, 10-8, 10-9 by the expression or the words pronounced as 17, 18, 19. So I like to start separating everything over here. I also like to separate everything at 13, which is over here. Everything separates at 13 over here, but everything that is created, okay, from the beginning doesn't begin until 12. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 2 and 3, and that's the beginning. Do you follow what I'm saying? All I do is make relationships. That might sound a little crazy now, but when you start connecting planets, sizes of planets, the distance of the moon, the time, the seconds, the minutes, the Mayans, and their expressional count of 10 months or 18 months and 20 days a month, or 20 months and 18 days a month. I like to play in both ways. Understanding that Earth, that we have, oh, let's go to work. We work a 5-day week, and yeah, have to work on the weekend. So it's 5 and 2, and it's 6 and 1, because Sunday is actually the beginning of the next week, and it's actually 5, 1 and 1 because the weekend is separated. So there's many expressions that we have to go through before we can have a better understanding of the relationship of words and numbers, mathematics, all types of energies and voltage and music and whatever else, sign language. Just to know it, just to know whatever you know. And I'm not doing sign language right now. I just like to move when I talk, when I speak. If it has, I don't even know, I just like to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. I'm really shy when I come out here, but I know nothing is live. Why do I have this beard? This is my professor's beard. That's the way I like to look at it. Anyways, so in my next video, I'm going to talk more about bringing these number relations together. And just to show you one, okay, the 10 world, I would create A with I, first and last. Why does this become last? Because when I multiply 3 by 33, I end up with 99, and that is last under 100. Now, how can I reduce any of this? I can reduce it all is when I start reducing all these numbers. When I reduce these numbers, this becomes 8, 9, and 1, all in the same group, 189. Mars, the Sun, and the Moon. 54 is the average total, 99 running out of Jupiter. Earth, Mercury, running out of Saturn, Neptune. Then we have numeric value switches, which switch letters in gematria, which switch letters in a numeric alpha number in Chaldean. It also changes in Kabbalah. It also changes in all relationship in what's that ladder called? The Messer ladder. So all these things are going to come together. And I know I didn't do a huge video, but I came out here to speak. And I'm not doing any propaganda. Right now I'm still watching the show Switched at Birth. And you get so into it, I lose the rest of the day. And I mean, I lose part of my day into, you know, but I'm learning that we are all living on this earth, and it's just a crazy place we have to be, and we can either live on and just mind our own businesses or try to make a certain difference in a certain way, our way. And this is my way of emptying out and trying to, because I need to connect to the reality. I need to rebuild how this was stolen away from us, how we are been blinded to some other sort of reality and the relationship with our own vibration that we seem to be missing, and that is devouring the time and understanding of the world we live. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.